Happy birthday! Uh, Greetings, people of the internet. This is Cardiacs, and today is another illustration for my beloved friend Ginger. And if I sound strange, it's because I'm very sleepy and I'm trying very hard to stay awake. I don't understand why I'm so tired because I slept fine. I slept great, actually, but after like an hour of being awake, suddenly my eyes just really want to stay shut. Regardless, so I'm sorry this video is a little bit late, but I've been working on a challenge. It's the Sketchbook Slam challenge, and I thought it wouldn't be as hard as I expected, and yet I've kind of been feeling very overwhelmed since I pulled it out of the box. Because when you see the sketchbook in videos, yeah, it looks big, but you don't quite get a feeling for the size of it until you're holding it in your hands and worrying about just how big it is purely based on the weight of it. Because the freaking sketchbook is heavy. It is very heavy. It's also, the page size is also much larger than I'm used to, and of course the thickness is also quite large as well. However, I've been doing okay with filling it up, except that it's still been going pretty slowly because I am behind. I'm approximately halfway to where I should be at this point of the month, and that's fine. I can hopefully catch up by the end of the month because I really want to prove to myself that I can do this. And anyway, I'm already seeing some improvement, but of course, I'm already feeling quite burned out. It's just so much in so little time. Based on that, it seems like people will probably be able to understand what I am going to be saying about the challenge at the end of the month. But anyway, I took my sketchbook to Ginger's house to do this illustration for her, and she and her dad looked through it, and it made me feel nice because they liked my sketches. I don't have very much in the way of self-esteem, so it feels very nice when people give me compliments. It helps every little bit, whether I believe it or not. So, yeah, they liked my sketches, and I did a couple of requests for them on the fly with a pen, and they liked it, even though I didn't exactly, but I tried. So, yay for that. I also suggested possibly doing a comic version of Ginger's book, which it's just kind of a thought at the moment. Don't know if it's going to happen. I just kind of suggested it to her yesterday to see if she'd be interested, and she seems interested, but of course there are some things to think about. For example, I don't think I'd be able to get it printed, and that would be ideal, I believe, but I'm not sure how that works. So, research. Yeah, I would have to do some research. Probably a lot of it. Right now, I'm way too sleepy to do it, though. While we're at it, though, I was having some trouble with that one eye on Sarina, the girl on the right. That that eye that is just very barely visible. Just kind of struggled with it, so I was like drawing it and redrawing it, and drawing it and redrawing it. I guess it looks okay at the end. I don't know. With all the other details, it's kind of gotten hidden, I guess. I need to play more with the poses like this. In any case, I got this finished last night when I hung out with Ginger, which has just kind of been something that I do lately. Go to work. Actually have a job. somewhat. Not really, technically. Anyway, moving on. I woke up and I was feeling okay. Like I felt very comfy and relaxed and actually felt good. I felt content with my life when I woke up, and usually when I wake up, I'm like, ugh, it's so late in the day, or I've got to do a lot of things today, and I'm probably not going to get this done because I'm a piece of crap. But then, just suddenly today, I felt fine. Everything was good, everything was hunky dory, and then just for some reason, I just got really sleepy, and I don't understand. Like, why? Why does that have to happen? I don't. I just. I'm okay. And my cat, by the way, is also rubbing up against me. She insists on attention, of course, when I'm working on things. She's been doing this for the last several videos. I don't know why, but it drives me crazy because it's kind of hard to focus on what I'm doing when I'm trying to also pet her, so she will stop trying to whack stuff off my desk. She is a nuisance. She's a cute nuisance, but a nuisance nonetheless. In any case, to help kind of fill up my sketchbook, I was thinking about possibly doing more drawings that also include a bit of more information about me specifically. Because it seems people get popular on YouTube because they have a personality that they let show through and they talk about themselves, and that makes them more relatable and more fun to watch. So I was just thinking that maybe if I try to stop being quite so secretive, then maybe I can build a what's the word? Community. Like I love people, YouTubers that they have people in the comments that are nice to each other, that help each other when the person behind the channel is too busy to actually reply to comments themselves. That's what I kind of want to do. I just want to be able to reply to comments. So whenever I do get a comment, which is rare, I try very hard to reply to every single one if they're not spam, because I don't want spam. Like spam messages when you're trying to um there is a way to self-promote in others' videos, but it's a subtle way. For example, only self-promote if the video one says link to your channel in the comments below, or if the person who has the channel says something that relates to what you're doing. For example, if they're talking about ways to fight art block, I guess, then in the comments below you can say, on my channel, I actually have a way to fix art block if anyone wants to see it. Or something even more subtle, and just say that when they're doing something in the video that has something to do with things that you like to draw, then you can just mention that you like to draw those things too, and then maybe people will click your name and check out your style and stuff. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm too sleepy for this. I'm trying. I'm very tired though. And this cat is not helping. So the point of this is just saying that I would like to start trying to talk about myself, just in case anyone is interested. Hopefully I won't sound incredibly conceited, because I assure you I am not. I hate myself. Ugh. Um. Speaking of myself, I guess when I woke up today, I two of my cats, one were out and about and doing things. One of them was just napping beside me because she is a precious peach and I love her. She's just adorable. And the other one was getting into things. It's the same one that is insisting on attention right now. She was just getting into boxes and things because my room is in much disarray due to trying to reorganize it. Anyway, I couldn't find the third one because I have 3 cats. I have 3. Yes, it's crazy. So I kept looking around for her. She was nowhere to be seen. And she usually likes to lay down on these. I have a cloth thing that has plastic grocery bags that I get from the store and I keep because they're very useful for several things. And she was just laying on them. She likes them. She's been laying there most of the time in the last few days, and she wasn't there, so I was starting to get worried. And since my one dog passed away a few months ago, I've been kind of paranoid about the rest of them. Whenever something seems unusual, I start thinking that, oh my god, maybe one of them is about to pass away or has passed away and I missed it again, and then I'll start blaming myself, and yeah. So, when I couldn't find Jinx, I had 2 ideas. One of them was that maybe my brother took the cat over to see his girlfriend because his girlfriend was the original owner, technically, of her. Like, she wanted to keep Jinx, but I forget why that didn't work out. So then Jinx was brought over here, and she was supposed to be my brother's, but my brother apparently relinquished all ownership of said cat, so now she's mine. Anyway, so I was thinking that maybe he brought her over there to see his girlfriend, but anyway, I hadn't received any notice of that because usually my brother mentions it before he does so. There's one more idea I had to find the cat. So I found a laser pointer and I started uh waving the light around, and then a blanket started moving. A blanket. This cat actually does like to hide under blankets. She has done this before. She has made me a little bit nervous when I couldn't find her because she just likes to burrow under blankets. So she hasn't done it a lot lately, which is why I didn't expect it. But then this blanket started moving, and then out popped a black blob because Jinx is black. And I was relieved, but I'm just so much of a knot of nerves lately that I was just expecting everything to go wrong. And I am just so tired. Maybe that's why I'm so sleepy. I'm just so nervous about everything that it just wears me out. I don't know. And my brother, in other news, is doing a Halloween costume. It's based on the Trapper from Dead by Daylight. And he's trying to create it himself, which is kind of cool. But he wants me to help him with a few things, so I may be doing some of that. Don't know quite yet. Maybe I'll do a video about the pieces I help him with. Maybe I'll also do vlogs one day too. That doesn't seem too likely anytime soon. My body is stiff. I need to stretch my back more. Maybe I'll do vlogs. I want to do vlogs though. Then that would be kind of a simple, easy thing, I guess. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. In order to do videos, so I don't have to spend hours upon hours doing illustrations for speed paints. Speaking of, this illustration actually took about 3.5 hours. Technically almost 4, but I cut out about half an hour because I let the program continue recording while I was doing other things like stretching. Let's just stretch for half an hour. That's essentially what yoga is, though. I should do yoga. I miss doing yoga. I'm sleepy. Oh, look, the background is getting started. I didn't get to do. No, let's stop. I wasn't sure what to do with the background, is what I was trying to say. Hmm, why is my printer off? I thought I always had my printer plugged in, but maybe it's just off. That makes sense. The power keeps going out lately because of the storms and stuff. But maybe that's why. Maybe I'm just freaking out for nothing. Okay. So, background. I was trying to figure out what to do with the background. Of course, the scene in the book is very snowy, so I was trying to remember how to do my style for rendering snow. And then after that, I was a little stuck because everything seemed so plain. So then Ginger suggested rocks. So I tried rocks, and I need practice doing rocks. And then I add some trees for scale and for a little bit more color. And I attempted to do some snowy hills in the background, which I think kind of helped with the composition of the scene, because the slope of the hills kind of directs the eyes somewhat to their faces. And that was partially unintentional. It just kind of happened. I think, like, to some degree, I thought about it before I actually did it, but I don't know. Animals are weird and silly and cute. One of the dogs at Ginger's house, I believe that they're supposed to be her sisters, but anyway, one of the dogs, it's very sweet, but he also looks always like he's in trouble for something. So, like, I was trying to pet him several times, and every single time he looked up at me and he looked very worried. It's like he knows. He's like a toddler when they know they've done something wrong and it's so obvious on their face. But he doesn't seem to have done anything wrong, so just why you make that face, puppy? He's precious, though. They're all precious. My brother, last few times I've taken my brother to hang out over there, and Ginger's dad has a dog named Chi, and he's a Chihuahua, and he's tiny and surprisingly calm. He's not as yappy and annoying as most little dinky dogs like that are. Anyway, Chi has taken quite the liking to my brother. Very adorable, because my brother the first time started just carrying Chi around, and he seemed to like it. And then last night he just wanted to hang out with my brother. And it's just, I'm so used to big dogs. Like, I have two German Shepherds. One of them is 100 pounds and the other is 80 pounds. And Ginger's dogs, the Ginger's family's dogs, their biggest dog is 40 pounds. So that's half the size of just one of my dogs. And it's weird because I'm just not used to such small dogs. My friend Megan has two Yorkies though, and they're both like One of them's like 5 pounds, the other one's like 7, I think, and the Chihuahua Chi is like 5 pounds. And he's just so small, and it's so adorable watching him walking around with the other dogs because the others are like 10, 15, and 40 pounds. So watching a dinky little Chihuahua running around with them is just it's precious. It just kind of makes him look even smaller. And anyway, this video is drawing to a close. And I'm trying very hard not to yawn just yet, so the video can end first. So yeah, the idea of these two is that the one on the right hates the one on the left for a good reason. You want to know details? You gotta read the book. That's all I'm gonna say. Or I guess the comic if that becomes a thing. But um, thanks for watching, and I hope you liked it. I'm sorry about my tired blabbering, and there are other videos you can watch on the screen. Thanks. Bye.